How They Bring Back the Village of Cream Puffs When the Wind Blows It Away by Carl Sandburg. A girl named Wingtip the Spick came to the village of Liver and Onions to visit her uncle and her uncle's uncle on her mother's side, and her uncle's uncle on her father's side. The four uncles said to her, "Will you let us ask 2 questions? First the first question and second the second question. I will let you ask me 50 questions this morning, 50 questions tomorrow morning, and 50 questions any morning. I like to listen to questions. They slip in one ear and slip out of the other." Then the uncles asked her the first question first. "Where do you come from?" And the second question second. "Why do you have 2 freckles on your chin?" "Answering your first question first," said Wingtip the Spick. "I come from the village of Cream Puffs, a little light village on the upland corn prairie. From a long way off, it looks like a little hat you could wear on the end of your thumb to keep the rain off your thumb." "Tell us more," said one uncle. "Tell us much," said another uncle. "Tell us without stopping," added another uncle. "Interruptions, nix, nix," murmured the last of the uncles. "It is a little light village on the upland corn prairie, many miles past the sunset in the west," went on Wingtip the Spick. "It is light the same as a cream puff is light. It sits all by itself on a big lone prairie where the prairie goes up in a slope. There on the slope the winds play around the villages. They sing it wind songs, summer wind songs in summer, winter wind songs in winter. And sometimes, like an accident, the wind gets rough. And when the wind gets rough, it picks up the little village of Cream Puffs and blows it away off in the sky, all by itself." "Oh," said one uncle. Said the other 3 uncles. "If you go to the public square in the middle of the village, you will see a big roundhouse. If you take the top off the roundhouse, you will see a big spool with a long string winding up around the spool. Now, whenever the rough wind comes and picks up the village and blows it away off high in the sky all by itself, then the string winds loose off the spool, because the village is fastened to the string. So the rough wind blows and blows, and the string on the spool winds looser and looser, and the farther the village goes blowing off into the sky all by itself. Then, at last, when the rough wind, so forgetful, so careless, has had all the fun it wants, then the people of the village all come together and begin to wind the spool and bring back the village where it was before." "And now will you answer the second question second? Why do you have 2 freckles on your chin?" interrupted the uncle who had said before, "Interruptions, nix, nix." "The freckles are put on," answered Wingtip the Spick, "when a girl goes away from the village of Cream Puffs. Her mother puts on 2 freckles on the chin. Each freckle must be the same as a little burnt cream puff kept in the oven too long. They remind the girl where she came from, and she mustn't stay away too long." "Oh," said one uncle. Said the other 3 uncles. And they talked among each other afterward, the 4 uncles by themselves, saying, "She has a gift. It is her eyes. They are so blue, such a clear light blue, the same as cornflowers, with blue raindrops shining and dancing on silver leaves after a sun shower in any of the summer months." At the same time, Wingtip the Spick was saying to herself, "I know for sure now these are sweet uncles, and I am going to have a sweet time visiting my relations." And that's the end. But that was a shortened version of that story, which I will read you the longer version of if you ever ask me to read you Carl Sandburg's Rutabaga stories, which are on hand here at Kent Kentley Studios. Just drop a comment in saying you'd like me to read those, and I will read them to you.